Hello everyone, how is your day? Wish you always happy and have a bright day. Well, in this opportunity I would like to present my thought about national identity of Indonesia and Nusantara Insight to fulfill the final semester exam assignment of the citizenship education. But before I get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Nerissa Arvianas and you guys can easily call me Chacha, and I'm from International Relations Department of University 11 Maret Surakarta. Well, I think that's enough for the introduction, so let's get ready and I will begin. First of all, have you ever heard of the identity of the nation? Or do you know what the national identity of Indonesia? Etymologically, national identity consists of two words according to KBBI, namely identity, which has the meaning of a person's special characteristics or circumstances, while national, which means national and concerned or derived from its own nation, so that it can be interpreted the identity of the Indonesian nation is the characteristic that came from the Indonesian nation, including aspect of nationality. So what is the identity of Indonesia? Indonesia is a country with a strategic location and is on the equator, so there are abundant natural resources. In addition, Indonesia is a country with a diversity of races, tribes, nations, and religions. According to Surya 2002, who quoted Robert Devanto's opinion, suggested that Indonesia's national identity is grouped into two factors. Namely, the first one is geographical, ecological, and demographic factor, and the second is a subjective factor in the form of historical, socio-political, and cultural factors. So I think that the identity of the Indonesian nation, according to the first factor, geography, where Indonesia's identity includes tropical island countries because it is on the equator. In terms of demographics, Indonesia has the fourth largest population in the world in 2020. Then for the second factor, which is a subjective factor, so I think Indonesia's identity in the form of historical, social, political, and cultural factors is divided into 6. Among others, the first one is Pancasila, where Pancasila is the ideology and foundation of the Indonesian state. Number 2, Bahasa Indonesia, which is the language of unity contained in Sumpah Pemuda or Youth Oath. Number 3, UUD 1945 or 1945 Constitution, which is the basic written law and also the constitution of the Indonesian state. Number 4, Indonesia Raya song and Merah Putih flag, which is the national anthem and national flag of Indonesia. Number 5, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which is the motto of the Indonesian nation, written on Garuda bird as the symbol of unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia, which means although different but still one. Number 6, or the last one, is Indonesian culture is diverse, such as traditional dances, food, regional languages spread from Sabang to Merauke, traditional puppets, and also known as a wayang, that's shown as Indonesian performing arts, and then batik, which is a pictorial and pattern fabric that has a typical Indonesian style, and many more. Then we will turn to the insight of the archipelago or Nusantara Insight. What is Nusantara Insight? Have you ever heard of it? Nusantara Insight can be interpreted as the way of the people of Indonesia view themselves and their homeland, which is an island nation with all aspects of life in it compound and make it the interest of the nation and national. So why do Indonesians need to know their country? As a good nation society, we need to know the identity of the Indonesian nation because there is an essence in it, as contained in the function of archipelago insight. So what the functions of archipelago insight? Archipelago insight or Nusantara insight has functions including The first one is an insight into development in Indonesia, such as socio-political and security and defense elements, as well as economic and socio-economic. Number 2, cultivate a sense of love of the homeland or nationalism and foster a desire to advance the homeland. The last one, in addition to fostering a sense of nationalism, the insight of the archipelago can also give birth to the attitude and soul of patriotism as a provision to maintain national security. In order for the functions of archipelago insight that have been mentioned can be achieved, it is necessary to stand the attitude of the Indonesian nation in prioritizing the national interest above the personal and group interests. After knowing the understanding of the national identity of the Indonesian nation and the insight of the archipelago and its function, now we will discuss the relationship between the identity of Indonesian nation and the insight of archipelago. Are the two related? Yes, of course. The linkage can be seen in terms of aspects contained in archipelago insight. Nusantara insight consists of 3 basic aspects called Trigatra and 5 aspects of Pancagatra, which in the Trigatra consists of geographical location, population, and natural wealth, while in Pancagatra consists of ideology, politics, economy, socio-culture, and defense security. These aspects already exist and become the national identity of the Indonesian nation as previously described. Well, that's all from me about the identity of the Indonesian nation and its relation to insight of the archipelago or Nusantara insight. Hopefully it can be useful for all of us. Sorry if there's any mistaken. Thank you and see you next time.